so let's hear your presentation.
Deep in the forest of Yosemite, a group of young hikers venture out into the wilderness.
I say we split up and take pictures and cover more ground.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's meet up by the street. Let's come back in an hour.
1 hour later, only 2 hikers return.
Oh no, Thalia's missing. We need to find her.
Someone help! Help! Our friend is missing.
All right, let's deploy the E-SAR.
What's the E-SAR?
It's the Eagle Search and Rescue. You can see that in this poster.
So using an eagle for search and rescue is very beneficial. For example, eagles are highly energetic. They are cheaper to train. Than, let's say, training dogs or using helicopters. They save lives and they have incredible eyesight. They are very fast and they can carry lots of weight and they're fearless.
So the research we did is we went to the Marine Mammal Project at Spavor, and we learned how they train their dolphins. And we went on Google to watch multiple videos on YouTube.
And the beacon, which is right here, would cost $300, and the pouch for the beacon would cost $100, and the cost for the training would be $4,200, and the total amount would be around $4,600.
Yet this compared to the hundreds of thousands that it would take to, say, for example, construct a helicopter and maintain the helicopter, and not to mention the hospital bills of the people that actually go out and collect or try to find the person.
So what are we waiting for? Let's deploy the E-SAR.
Luckily, Thalia gets the package.
Hooray, I'm saved by the E-SAR.
The signal's coming from over there.
And so the Rangers are successful in their search of finding Thalia, and the 3 friends are reunited soon after the event.
Yay!
Okay. So your problem is a lost hiker.
Mm-hmm.
And so then your solution is a real eagle?
Yes.
A real eagle. Oh, okay, where would you get a real eagle from?
Well, since the Endangered Species Act is being processed through, we were thinking that if they could start, like, if the eagle population started increasing and they would start breeding more eagles, then we could use those eagles for search and rescue.
I was gonna say maybe we could get one of the eagles and make a special facility for breeding eagles and using them for the search and rescue.
Okay. And who have you talked to anybody that's familiar with eagles and eagle population about this your solution?
We went to, well, it's not eagles, but it's about training animals for helping people like military. We went to a sparrow, like a dolphin.
Yes, we
marine
did
mammals.
discuss about multiple different options about how they got their dolphins, and they said that they do have their license to actually get eagles from the wild. Dolphins from the wild. And so we thought, if, however, in the occasion that eagle populations would increase again, we could, in that sense, receive a grant and begin doing this.
Or we could just build a robot that behaves like an eagle.
That is true.
So-
We're actually considering this.
And what made you decide eagles versus any other big bird?
Well, we knew that eagles had amazing eyesight and they're very energetic.
And so,
And also because they're able to fly high and they can see a lot from far away. And so if they were to see someone that they think is lost, they would drop the package to that area, and then the package would go to that person, and the people that would be able to find them would go over there to where the package was dropped because of the beacon, and they would be able to find them.
they're also very fearless. And because they're fearless, like if someone's lost and there's like a storm coming, they wouldn't be afraid because most birds would just fly away, all scared, because maybe like the thunder and everything. But the eagle is very fearless, so they wouldn't give up.
Also, their training, of course, would require them to go in these occasions.
And you have down approximately $4,200 for training. How did you come up with that number?
Because we searched because the dog, seeing eye dog training would cost somewhat amount of money that the eagle would for the training. So we kind of compared it to that, and so we came up with $4,200.
You also Googled it.
Yeah.
We more, in other words, we looked at external sources.
Did you look into how we currently today find lost hikers and how whatever, like the forest rangers or whomever, how they look for them today?
We looked into that, actually.
However,
when it's-
building the helicopter, like for example, if we use helicopters and people to search and rescue, building the helicopter alone would take a lot of money, and then you have to maintain the helicopter, get oil and fuel, and even though with the Eagle you still have to buy it food, it's not going to cost quite as much money. But also, the people who go into the problem to rescue the other people, they have, for example, if they're in a forest fire and they have to go rescue someone, it would cost hospital bills and lots of crazy stuff.
Okay,
That's crazy.
so looking at what you guys have learned so far about being able to get the project started, how long do you think it would take? For instance, you said the eagles no longer, they have to be off the endangered species list and stuff like that. So
We
how long do you
looked
think
into
it'll
eagle
take?
reproduction rates, actually. I looked into it. They actually are, in a sense, are actually trying to rate them, well, trying to reproduce them, and trying to reproduce them to the extent that they could be off the endangered list one day.
But we thought it would take a few years to train them completely. To,
Actually be able to breed them and
yeah.
Okay, when you were looking at the problem of a lost hiker, did you look at other solutions other than having a live animal?
Yes, we looked into, for example, for robot, we actually looked into that option.
Yeah, as I said, if we can't like magically just like, if the eagle can't magically just come back, we could use like a robot that simulates a eagle.
A bird or an eagle or whatever that it is. There's already robots in development that acts like an eagle and can do the same thing as an eagle. But I think a real eagle would be more efficient.
You said that you think an eagle would be more efficient,
A real live one.
a real live one, okay.
Because unlike robots, they need to charge and it just takes a whole bunch of time. And eagles, they're just fed and they're ready to go.
Yeah, so like if they're the robots are on like a mission and they run out of battery,
Yeah,
Then
they
I'll
would just
just-
fall,
They would
just
just
fall
fall
on
and
rocks.
they
might
and
just
then we
fall
won't
or
be
shut
able to
down.
find them.
Okay, interesting, very good. Very good. And where, have you thought where would these eagles be kept, when they're not being used for search and rescue?
Yes,
We
we
were-
actually thinking about, for example, a breeding location. For example, nearby a ranger station, for example, in Yosemite, they have very large ranger stations and multiple of them scattered amongst the park. There probably won't be one more towards the center. That way we could span them out over a larger area of land.
And so that they can get in that area faster, because if it's just in one location, it might be like around the globe and they wouldn't find them. So they would be spread apart, so that's what we would be thinking.
Okay, interesting.
It's kind of like real police patrols in the city, but in the air. Like they scan the whole area, the whole city, and then they come back to rest and do the same thing all over again.
Also, since eagles are identified as like a national kind of symbol, if someone like shoots it accidentally or or on purpose, it's gonna be, they're
There's
gonna be
gonna
in
be legal
really,
repercussions.
really confined for a while.
Okay. And have you thought of what these eagles will be doing when they're not doing search and rescue?
They'll be being trained to do different things, and they will be like getting fed or
Trained or just being like normal eagles.
And being taken care of.
Okay.
And also, we're not the only ones concepting this idea. In some airports, they actually use eagles to take down drones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, some locations, we actually looked at that.
Well, thank you very much. This is a very good presentation. We really appreciate it.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.